Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull moment in crypto. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today was an awesome and massive victory for Lbry, which will basically flow through to Ripple in the case with the SEC. It's incredible what John E. DEATON has basically achieved, which is setting legal precedents, whatever you want to call it. It's incredible. Anyway, going to go through that, and also there are updates in relation to Solana. You've got some crazy predictions with Bitcoin and a lot of very experienced traders believing it could go very, very high in value. Anyway, and obviously some other updates in relation to our favorite television stock presenter, Jim Cramer, saying that the bull market is officially in. So I don't know what the hell to do now. Anyway, I'm going to go through everything, guys. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Let's get straight into it. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on the little bell notification as well. As you can see right here, guys, I love documenting my journey with investing, with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along on this insane journey that we are all on together. And also, guys, little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is my number one golden rule, is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto. So please be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. And yes, I just want to say as well that I've had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life at the moment. And making these videos every single day has really, no joke, helped me get through some pretty tough times. So I really appreciate it. And I don't think you guys understand how much I appreciate it. So thank you very much. I've spoken to a lot of people from around the world, in literally every country, and it's amazing the support that you guys have shown. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All right. Now, moving on, guys, let's get to the community tab today. And yes, Lbry is absolutely pumping like ridiculous. All right. 100%. Which is nuts. So I think it's, you know, you can basically say the same thing for Ripple and XRP. What's going to happen? I mean, look at that. That is, you know, this is incredible. Even though it was a small victory, in my opinion, and massive for the crypto industry in general, but you can just imagine what's going to happen with Ripple and XRP. Unbelievable. Anyway, the Fear and Greed Index is sitting at greed now, which is, again, is 56, is incredible. It's nice to finally see this back. And yes, I did treat myself today. I got some cologne here, which I discovered in South Australia, which is unbelievable. There it is right there. I don't know if anyone's actually heard of this brand, but wow, I'm not paid to promote it, but treat yourself to something nice. I think you need to do that for yourself every now and then, all right? It doesn't have to be expensive, but anyway, it's something I wanted to do, and I got it, and it's just unbelievable. Anyway, altcoins up in the portfolio. We had Phantom, Ravane, LRC, Doge, and Luna doing nicely as well. And let's go to Coinspot. This is where I personally buy my cryptos in Australia. There is a referral link below. Please feel free to use that. You will get $10 in Bitcoin. Of course, do your own research with this stuff. And all the prices you see here are in Australian dollars, and everything else is set to USD because I'm catering for everybody around the world and my Aussie fans. Now, also, I just want to ask the question to my audience, because I've had a few people messaging me about that $10 Bitcoin. A few people haven't received it, so please do let me know. I'm not, you know, basically paid by Coinspot. This is just the exchange that I use, but I want to make sure that everyone's received that Bitcoin, all right? And I'll make that very clear to Coinspot, and I'll send them a tweet. Anyway, let's go through the prices. Bitcoin's holding quite strong at 33K, which is really nice. Ethereum's at 2,200 at the moment. Excuse me. XRP's at 58 cents. You know, ADA is at 55 cents today, Australian dollars. I get so many comments about that. Solana's at $34. You got DOT at $9 today. Chainlink's at $9 as well. Aptos at $24, down 0.3%. Again, I've got bots set up in my Patreon, which I've literally showed how to set them up and everything. So please feel free to join. The Patreon is linked below. My bot is doing incredibly well as my other ones. They're going absolutely wild. XLM is at 13 cents. You got ALGO at 34 cents. Quant is at $201, which is nice. VeChain at 3 cents. You got Hedera at 9 cents as well. Axie's at $15. Play to earn. I love it. The graph's at 12 cents. I do hold the graph. And again, AI, artificial intelligence, Web3. Again, I did mention this in my video yesterday. Moving on, guys, you've got IOTA at 32 cents today. Neo's at $11. Again, I hold that. Moving down, some other favorites, of course, are Casper. Gala's at 7 cents as well. And XDC's slightly in the green today at 4 cents. Still incredibly undervalued. Now, let's go to crypto bubbles. And again, the Wall Street Bull University is linked below. Again, I put up all my buys, my sells, my trades, my crypto trading bots that I've got up, which are just ridiculous at the moment. I've also got my dividend investments. Again, I just put up my most recent dividend payouts, which are just ridiculous. So guys, join up. Honestly, it is incredibly bullish, right? You will not regret it. And it's an awesome community and everyone loves talking with everyone in there. So it's awesome. Now, crypto bubbles, guys, let's have a look. The biggest gainer, I just looked at this prior to doing the video. Obviously, DYDX is ridiculous. 27% on the day, 93 on the month, and 167 on the month. Sorry, it's just crazy. Now we've got Threshold as well, 21.5% in the green, 217% on the month. That is freaking crazy. Phantom, I do hold this and I am staking it as well. 7.8%, 33 on the week and 161 on the month. Now, very interesting stuff with Phantom. I like the project. And we've got Loopring as well, 8.9 on the day, 17 on the week and 82% on the month. Absolutely insane. And I'm surprised not to see Lbry on here. And it's really interesting because it's absolutely pumping at the moment. But I don't know why it's not here, unless I'm blind and I can't see it. But anyway, of course, XRP up 1.7%, still up 19% on the month. Again, very bullish on XRP. Not Thorchain, get rid of that. And Quant, still an incredible buying opportunity in my opinion. This potentially will be a $10,000 to $20,000 asset in the future, probably the next 5 to 10 years. All right, finite supply. Again, it's got less than Bitcoin. And I'm, surprised it hasn't gone actually parabolic because of that. Now, moving on to the bullish news, but scores a crucial victory for the Ripple and crypto, meaning XRP. Anyway, even though the legal battle between Ripple and the US Securities and Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler's goon squad, as I call them, was not heard yesterday, Ripple and XRP and the entire crypto industry won an important partial victory in the fight against the SEC, overreaching regulation by enforcement. Thanks to Johnny Deaton. You're a freaking legend, mate. Love your work. And I'm sure all of us in the XRP army will definitely want to shout you a drink. And if we're all on the moon, I'm sure we'll be a massive XRP super yacht somewhere around the Mediterranean, I believe. And I would like to hire, there is a super yacht. I don't know if anyone can tell me what it is, but I think it's called Flying Fox or something like that. It is enormous. Like, it's huge. I think Jeff Bezos actually owns it. Anyway, like $200 million yacht. Anyway, in yesterday's appeal hearing, the SEC sought affirmation from the New Hampshire District Court judge issuing a broad, vague injunction against the sale of Lbry token, in which the token itself becomes a security, bringing the secondary market sales under the SEC's jurisdiction. This could not only be disastrous for XRP sales on the secondary market, but for all cryptocurrencies except Bitcoin, which has already been declared a non-security by the SEC. In a recent video by Crypto Law, which I'll play you, he was also representing 75,000 XRP Army legends, again in this case, covered what happened in the courtroom. We all know that the SEC likes to have a maximum law enforcement capabilities available. That's why we got involved. He said, further reporting that the judge did a great thing. He basically looked over to the SEC and said, you agree with him. Everybody was imagining that. Do you agree with Deaton? This showed that the judge was willing to put his November 7th ruling into proper perspective. At the time, he granted summary judgment in favor of the SEC and basically classified every sale of the Lbry token over the last 6-year period as an investment contract without detailing the nature of transactions, which is interesting. But then again, check this out right here. The judge said that the SEC needs to commit to something and describe 2 examples. The judge explained one example in which Lbry sold its LBC token to an investment club that held it in cold storage, a direct sale. which is, all right. The judge said that he considers this to be an offering of an unregistered security, and the SEC agreed. The second example he gave was the secondary market, DEATON replied. And then the judge said, but on the flip side, sells it to someone else on the secondary market, independent of Lbry. You have to agree that the MIOTA does not apply to this scenario, which is freaking huge for XRP. And that's the victory we got. The SEC had to concede it on the record in real time. Remarkably, the judge turned to DEATON afterward and told him, the amicus, I'm going to make it clear that MIOTA does not apply to secondary market sales. And amazing, guys. But look at this. The judge committed that he would make it clear in the final remedy that he's not ruling on the secondary market. The SEC had openly admitted in the court that it does not consider secondary sales to be securities. This is a huge partial victory for the entire crypto industry, but also Ripple, as DEATON further commented. This hearing today, if you think we are getting regulations by Congress soon, then the ruling is irrelevant because Congress will give us clarity. If you're not going to get clarity from Congress, there's not going to be some regulation that says something defines a security, then this hearing was extremely important. That's incredible, guys. Honestly, legal precedence now has been set by a judge in the United States. Basically, that's what it means in a nutshell. Anyway, moving on, guys. Again, there's a whole stuff here, but ChatGPT, my favorite AI program to write my e-commerce stuff right here, which is wild. And basically said this about the ruling. The dispute, again, between the roller coaster for those invested in the case and those following it carefully. Simply put, the SEC told Ripple that the digital currency XRP is a security, and Ripple has responded by saying that it is not. Basically, the question was to ChatGPT right here. The Securities and Exchange Commission determines whether a token is security using the Howey Test, in which the test established by the Supreme Court in 1946. The test determines whether an investment contract constitutes an investment contract and therefore a security under the Securities Act of 1933. Now, let's have a look here, guys. The Howey Test in 4 parts. I'm not going to go through that, but what are the potential strengths? Basically, XRP sales, the investment contract, the investor expectation of profit, control and influence, basically in the precedent right here. The SEC has a strong track record of similar cases, which again, this is what I'm implying about the Lbry case. Basically, a ruling against Ripple could set precedent for other cryptocurrencies and companies in the industry, which is why Lbry is so bullish in this instance, guys, and why the ruling, basically clarification in this case, was so important. But moving on, guys, XRP is not a security, and it does not meet the criteria of the Howey tests. It is not an investment of money. XRP is a digital asset with utility. It can be used for various purposes, such as facilitating cross-border payments. XRP is not a common enterprise. It is decentralized, and basically meaning the value of it is not dependent on the efforts of a central party, such as Ripple, the company, two separate entities. And there is no reasonable expectation of profits. The holders did not expect profits derived from the efforts of others and did not expect a return on the investment. Basically, it is not an investment in the traditional sense, but rather the currency or the commodity, as holders did not expect a return on their investment. And again, it weighs in the outcome of the SEC case could have significant impacts right here on the crypto industry and Ripple as a company. A win for Ripple could be seen as a victory for the crypto industry as a whole. It could also set a precedent for other cryptocurrencies and companies in the industry, making it more difficult for the SEC to regulate as securities. Very, very interesting stuff. So go try ChatGPT, guys. It's absolutely wild. Now, this is interesting right here, but is $1 million possible for Bitcoin, basically? And here's what the analysts believe. Plan B, love his work, but basically a synonymous analyst at Plan B on Twitter laid out the chart that showed expected growth pattern for Bitcoin. The chart follows through a very beginning of Bitcoin, presumably to show this growth pattern is in action over the years. The chart shows the old stock to flow model, which Raoul Pal actually uses as well. Popularly known as the stock to flow model, as well as Bitcoin price. It then ties in the movement of these three shows and the pattern of progression of each one. Basically saying that Bitcoin is going to hit around $300,000 very soon. And again, I'm very bullish on that because I believe it can happen as well in the next probably 5 years or so. But basically, everyone is saying it. Cathie Woods, Anthony Scaramucci right here. I mean, Michael Saylor is incredibly bullish. It will happen, but it needs time. And again, legendary trader Peter Brandt right here says Bitcoin flashing rare bullish signal. Here's his target right here, basically going to, I believe he said $25,000, which is very, very nice as well. So, moving on, guys, let's go some Jim Cramer stuff right here. This is getting quite hilarious, but declares bull market. Is it time to sell? And Jim Cramer cited the market's ability to continue its upward trajectory despite recent stock pullbacks as evidence of the bull market's strength. The market has soared solid gains with the S&P 500 posting its best January performance since 2019 and Bitcoin closing January with 40% gains. I don't know if I'm worried or not because everything that he says seems to do the opposite. Anyway, I'm still bullish. Solana Foundation, quickly, guys. I'm going to go through this if my phone wants to load. But the founders give insights on how the ecosystem is positioned, for 2023. Solana's developer community has grown 83% year over year, and as of December last year, and over 2,000 monthly active developers are building on the blockchain, which is really nice. And guys, in relation to that as well, my staking platform, I am heavily looking into this, so please stay tuned with that. I've contacted another developer in relation to this because obviously it needs to be very secure. I don't want any hacks on the platform. But it's pretty crazy the amount of work that's involved to build out this full-blown platform on all the chains, the proof-of-stake chains, which is crazy. Anyway, some updates in relation to Ethereum as well. The Zhangjiang staking withdrawal testnet for Shanghai is launching. And basically, the public testnet is going live on today, the February 1st at 1500 UTC. According to Ethereum developer who posted an update on Jan 31st, the testnet will give users the first taste of withdrawal process and the network functionality after the Shanghai upgrade, which is slated for March. So again, keep an eye on Ethereum. I do hold it. I did put $1,000 into it just for fun. It's a lot of freaking money, especially now with inflation going up, but I'm having some fun with it. Anyway, money's been flowing into XRP, nice. Tron, you've got Litecoin, Solana, you've got Matic as well, Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, and what else we got there, guys? That is pretty much it. I'm not really interested in any others. Now, let's go to Twitter right now and have a look here, guys. I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Make sure you go follow me on there. Let's play the interview with Johnny DEATON Legend, mate. Have a listen to this, guys.
Because it is powerful.
Let's fast forward it back to the start, shall we?
Today's a good day in the sense that it could have been worse, right? The judge could have said, hey, DEATON, you're not a party. Naomi Brockwell's not a party. You got your papers in. You got your brief in. We don't need to listen to you talk. And the judge would have been within his discretion. But the judge literally said that he's been thinking about secondary market sales and he's been thinking about this issue, the token itself, for a long time. And when we got the amicus briefs, it made him think about it even more. And he wanted me to hear it out. And so we did the best we could. You take your victories when you can get them. And then nowadays, when we can get any victory in crypto, when we have a war against crypto, you take it. And, I wish Jeremy Kauffman and Lbry the best. They were valiant fighters. And I should say that when that transcript is released, you saw a little bit of it tonight. When it's released, it should go to every one of the senators and congressmen on the banking committees and the financial services committee, because it is powerful. It is an American entrepreneur standing up and saying, okay, we lost, I'll accept it, but tell me how I can now do this and comply. And the answer is we don't give guidance. And so everybody have a good night.
Very bullish, mate. Absolute legend, John. Excuse me. Brits can now withdraw physical cash for GBPT right here, a 1-for-1 British pound stablecoin, as well as other cryptocurrencies at ATMs in the United Kingdom. There you go. Gary Gensler, why don't you allow that, mate? It'd be very interesting. And why the SEC is going against Ripple and now against Lbry right here. You know why they don't like the idea of decentralization, because Lbry does to publishing what Bitcoin does to money. But guess what? They hit the wall. Thank you, Johnny DEATON. Legend right here. On-demand liquidity has absolutely skyrocketed with Ripple and XRP in all quarters of, from 2018, 19, 2020, and 2021, as you can see right here. And let's go sales of net purchases right here. This is growing every single year, which is really nice. I highly recommend everyone go and basically read the report. Call your accountant right here. The stock market is in the green. My portfolio is flying at the moment. Absolutely loving it. Ripple seeks crypto license in the Republic of Ireland. There you go. They're not stopping. And in this scenario, the worth of XRP, thank you Crypto Eerie as well, and all the other tweets, would need an increase of $16.67 per unit in order to transfer $1 trillion US daily using liquid supply of 30 billion XRP, with each unit of XRP being used twice. This represents an increase of 41.6 times the current price at 40 cents. That'll happen instantly. I got a feeling in my bones. Anyway, again, the Lbry case right here, very, very bullish. And again, it's soaring at the moment. A lot of people are buying it. I wish I had bought it, but there you go. Anyway, moving on, guys. Exciting. The European Blockchain Convention. Basically, James Wallace, Vice President of Ripple X and Central Bank Engagements of CBDCs at Ripple, will be speaking at the conference right there. So if you are attending that, please let me know. And of course, Jim Cramer. I don't know what everyone thinks about that. But anyway, let's go to CoinMarketCap because I want to finish off this video. We've got 1.04 trillion US dollars, $46 billion in total volume, 42% BTC, 18% Ethereum. And of course, guys, the coins that I'm focusing on at the moment, the banking coins, these are the OGs right here. Ethereum, XRP, ADA, AVAX, Link, XLM, Algorand, Quant, Hedera, IOTA, Casper, XDC, LCX, Alliance Block. This is the absolute ultimate banking list. All right, and I've seen it all in the QFS document again that my bank manager gave me last year. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much. I will speak to everyone in the comments, the community tab, and guys, join the Patreon. It is linked below. Very, very bullish, all right? Have a good night. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.